Now I'm going to show you the science planning one because it's a little bit different. Now the science curriculum needs are different for every single grade. They're not the same. However, you can, if you do have composite classes, you can pair some of them up because some of them are similar. So in foundation, there are some sections that are not included, and you can see that here where it says no content descriptor. So they don't have a use and influence of science. In foundation, they don't have evaluating. And as we go up, that happens a little bit. Okay, so I always start with the science understanding. Okay, because this is generally where we get our main idea for the term topic or for the unit topic from this section here. Let me scroll in, zoom in a little bit so you can see. So if, for example, we were doing the seasons, okay, and weather, we will highlight this earth and space. So if we're doing that in term one, which is actually a very common thing to do in term one, we highlight that one, okay? Daily and seasonal changes in our environment affect everyday life. If you're struggling to include everything in your curriculum planning, this is where you can make sure that you at least cover certain areas that you haven't covered the previous year. So if you know this year you'll be doing earth and space for all the levels, so grade foundation, grade 1 and grade 2, you highlight them and you are doing them all in term 1 and you give them all the same highlighting. When it comes to next year, you'll be able to see directly that, okay, in 2020, foundation grade 1 and grade 2 did a lot of earth and space. However, they actually missed out on some chemical science. So we're going to fill that in the following year if you see that there are gaps. So if you keep this up to date and fill it in with all of the things that you are planning on teaching every level, or use it as your planner before you've taught every level, you can always actually fill this in retrospectively, but it's much better if you plan it in advance. Then you'll be able to see where there's any gaps that you might have missed. And it's really important to do that because as students go through the levels, if they've missed 1 year of doing some chemical science, then it happens again the following year, they're actually going to have quite large gaps in their knowledge. So it's worth checking the map and keeping them year to year.